Welcome to Yin Yoga Lifestyle. I am your host, Colette Darville. Cultivating our body's resilience and inner silence and its application to all aspects of your life. Let's become enlightened and enjoy the power of intuitiveness and creativity. You are listening to Society Bites Radio, social interaction for the mind and soul. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. I am your host, Colette Darville, and this is Yin Yoga Lifestyle. So now let us take a deep, meditative breath. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Darlene Templeton is the CEO and founder of Templeton Associates. She is a professional speaker, executive coach, business consultant, trainer, and author. Darlene specializes in leadership and transformation for corporations and professionals. She held multiple management positions during her 36-year career at IBM, and this experience provides an extraordinary level of mastery for her clients. Darlene's extensive corporate experience and her successful coaching and speaking business has given her the ability to work with individuals, small businesses, and Fortune 100 companies to help them define their goals and put an action plan into place to achieve the best results they desire. Darlene is the founder and chief leader of the Amazing Women Alliance, a group of high-achieving women who meet monthly to inspire, motivate, and support each other to achieve their goals. Darlene is also the co-vice president of career development for the Austin Human Resource Managers Association. She also co-authored 3 books, The Unstoppable Woman's Guide to Emotional Well-Being, The Success Guide for the Unstoppable Entrepreneur, and Behind Her Brand. Welcome to Yin Yoga Lifestyle, Darlene.
Oh my gosh, Colette, thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm so excited to be here. This is awesome. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Now, you have done so much in your career, and we only have 26 minutes, so we're going to talk fast, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you talk about how you found this path of inspiring coaching and creating support for women as they navigate this business world?
Well, it's very interesting. I was always that girl who knew all the secrets as a little girl. I was always the one that was helping others. So my mother was all about you help others first, you give to get. And that was something that my mother was very big on. So I was always helping other people, especially my friends. And then as I started working in the business world for many, many years, because I started at IBM in the technical world, I was the only woman there. I had lots of great mentors that were men, but I wanted to find women because as women, we lead differently. So I started looking and working with other women. I created women groups and mentoring groups, and I really decided that this was my life's purpose, was to be a coach and a healer, especially for women. And I was so excited at IBM. They actually they partnered with the Coaches Training Institute, which is the largest coaching organization in the world. And when they put a name to it, I'd always said I was a coach, but when it was official, I knew that I had found my true calling and my purpose, and I was so excited. So I've always been a coach. I'm just happy that I get to do what I love so much.
And you do it very well. You do it very well.
Oh,
Darlene has an amazing following, not only of women, but men as well, who really admire what she does and her coaching skills. And, I love your quote, "Don't look back because you are not going that way." That was one of your quotes that really resonated with me. Why do you feel it's important to keep this in mind?
Colette, it's so important, and I don't know about you, but I woulda, coulda, shoulda myself. I wish I had said that.
Right.
I should have said that. What if I had said that instead of this? I woulda, coulda, shoulda my life away. Thinking back, we should learn from those experiences, but you can't dwell on them, or it will just keep you in that same space. And it's one of my very, very favorite quotes as well. We just think way too much. And I really want to focus on the glass is half full, not half empty. What did we learn? What did that crazy, situation teach me? How could I have done it better? But learn and move on. Because I don't know about you, but I used to beat myself up. I go, oh, that was so not smart. That was stupid. Why did you say that? And then I spent time and energy wishing that I could change that instead of learning. One of the things I always call it is remunerating, where you just kind of lash around and thinking about that. So I want to break that. Right, where we just stay. And, it used to take weeks for me to get out of that. But when I started focusing on it, I said, I'm not wasting any more time. What did I learn? How can I do better next time? And let's move on to the glass is half full. And now it just takes a moment for me to, even when it's something bad, I'm just learning. So just remember, the glass is half full, not half empty.
Yeah, it's a good way to think about that. And yeah, because especially, I don't know whether men do it a lot, but I know women always beat themselves up about, oh, I should have said this, or did I look silly, or and it is wasted energy. And you're right. Don't look back. You want to move forward. And what are the most important things to consider when we are either interviewing for that dream job or creating our own business?
Well, it's interesting because I love that, and I work with so many women that are interviewing for jobs, are, doing transition and creating their own businesses. You have to be confident and you have to be authentic. You have to be you. I've always been a little left of center, and sometimes at IBM that was not quite the role that they were looking for, but they found out that I was authentic and passionate and I could deliver. Then you really have to be you, whether it's that dream job or whether it's your company. I find that if you can find your passion, I am passionate about helping women. I am passionate about helping women grow their careers and find what really works for them, that shows when you interview. Because if you don't come in confident, that shows, or even in today's world, if you don't show up virtually confident, you're not going to get that job. So you want to be confident, be authentic, and really know what your leadership skills are, because that will show. I hired and fired many people at IBM. I would hire someone that showed me they wanted to learn, that they were confident, that they were themselves, and that they were passionate about the job, and then that they would follow up with me. So I think that's important. The other thing is to research that company and have some key questions to ask them about what is it, what are your core values, what are you really looking for in this position, what is the number one priority in your organization today. Make sure you're interested, that it's not just a one-way interview. And if you're looking at your own business, do some research on others that are in the same business or similar. And I call it reverse engineering. Reverse engineer why they're so successful. There's a lot of coaches out there, but I need to look at myself and be authentic. But I've also looked at what makes other coaches and leadership development and speaker organizations successful. And you want to look at that and then apply that to your organization. And the last thing is provide value. Let them know that you are bringing value to them, not just them hiring you. And I think that is so critical. And the last thing is follow up. If it's a company that you're working for, follow up. Be obsessive about that. And if it's your own business, still follow up with the people that you're looking at working with or teaming with. That is so important.
Yeah, I'm following up. I really resonate with that, because you're following up because you care, right?
Right.
Yeah, you're
well,
following
and
up.
I heard something I wanted I heard something, Colette, I wanted to pass along.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be it was 5 to 7 touches, but marketing touches before people responded back to you. With
Yeah.
all the chaos that we've got going on, I heard from a very, very strong marketing organization, it's 5 to 15.
Wow.
So that means following up is even more important. And in
Yeah.
our own business or working with somebody else.
Yeah, that's a really great piece of advice. Now, we talk about being authentic, and a lot of people, it kind of sort of just flies over people's heads a lot of time, because they say, yeah, I'm authentic, but do we recognize our own authenticity naturally?
No, we
No,
don't.
we don't,
As
do we?
women, no, we don't. And I will tell you, as women, we are a lot worse than men. Men recognize their skills, and I know y'all have heard this stat that when women are applying for a job, they believe they have to have 95 to 100% of the skills listed. Men apply when there's 40. They just say, okay, I'm going after it anyway. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
And I know it's crazy. And then the other thing is, we are afraid to be authentic. You know, I worked at IBM and we were all buttoned up in our navy suits and our black suits and our, ties and white shirts. I always wore leopard. I had a black suit on with a leopard shirt. Red shoes. I needed to be different. Yeah. I was always that loud girl. I was always the loud girl. Okay. I was the loud girl at IBM, but I learned to finally embrace that. And I learned to embrace what my strengths are. And usually when I ask women what's their strongest leadership skill, I get this, oh my gosh, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. So, excuse me, we have to know what we're great at, and then we become more confident and more authentic. Just an example for me, I hate the not hate, that's a strong word. I dislike very much the financial piece of my business.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a bookkeeper and a CPA that does all that. They just do it for me because I know I'm not good at that. Right. Okay. So I think we want to find those leadership skills, and then that helps us own our own authenticity.
Yeah, that really does, doesn't it? Yeah. And it's, and it's also to, build your confidence too. If you know you're doing something really good and you're really good at it, and you delegate somebody else to do the things that you're not good at, it makes life so much better, really, doesn't it?
Well, the other thing too is we don't celebrate. I don't know about y'all, but we don't celebrate the things we do well. We talk about the things that we don't do well. We may do 99 things great all day long, but we dwell, again, don't look back on that one thing that we didn't do right. And this is a place I say, please be kind to yourself. A lot of people do a gratitude journal at the end of the day or the beginning of the day. What are you grateful today? Yeah. I started something with my grandkids that I'd like to share with y'all, and I share it with all my clients. Mm-hmm. How would you like someone to say at the end of the day, whether it's been a bad day or a good day, Colette, what have you done great today? Tell me, I'd love to know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
instead of what didn't you get done?
Which is always what it is. Oh gosh, I should have done this, or I should have done that, or it's never really about what did I do today? What good things did I do today? Oh yeah, that's I love that. I love that you can actually have a journal and you can actually write that in your journal, because it's very affirming, isn't it?
It's very affirming. And the other thing is celebrate. We celebrate our kids. I have 4 grandchildren, and they're now grown, but I would ask them if I would pick them up at school or have them over the weekend. I would say, so what great happened this week at school or in your life? And they would tell you the great things, not just did you have a good day at work. If I just say to you, Colette, how are you doing today? You would probably say fine, right? So Colette, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really, really well.
But what if
I could say, oh, I'm not doing so good. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I mean, there's 2 ways of going to it, right?
Right, exactly. And what if I said, so tell me what you did great this morning. Can you share that with me? I'd love to know.
I went for a lovely walk with my dog, and I really
I
enjoyed.
love that.
I looked up and it was warm, and I looked around and I saw, when you're